And here we go. This is Mike Lodge. I am the business advisor. So today, I really feel that fall is in the air. I feel it in the morning. It is nice and getting a little bit chilly, a little bit cold. It gets hot in the afternoon, but during the nighttime in the morning, it's perfect weather. Perfect time to water the garden. No mosquitoes are up. They don't seem to like the cold for some reason, which is good. I'm not going to complain about that. Listen, speaking of mosquitoes, remember what mosquitoes do? They love to suck you dry of your blood, right? Well, we currently have a problem. And that is that we have a government that is wanting to suck all of our money out of us. Now, today, Biden is supposed to announce the forgiveness of student debt. Now, that pisses me off because I paid off my student debt. And I believe a lot of you did too. But with the Biden student loan handout that he's going to give, it is going to cost Americans, footing the bill for all this debt, of nearly $300 billion. $300 billion. Put that in your mind. Turn it around and around. And you have to ask yourself, how is that going to get paid? It's going to get paid by you and me. We are the taxpayer. We are going to have to foot this bill. Now, at the same time as they're forgiving all this debt, the Democrats are forgiving all this debt, they're still pushing student loans. Come on, come to this school, pay an exorbitant amount of tuition fees, and it can be all covered by student loans. We have a problem here. We have a government that is out of control and they don't understand the economics of this whole situation. And nor do they care. Because right now, what are they trying to do? They're trying to get your vote. They're trying to suck you in. It's almost like a bad sexual experience where you've got a bad player on the other side. All they want to do is moan and groan and take everything from you. We have a bad government. Listen, $300 billion is a tremendous amount of money. It's a tremendous amount of money. And it's all going to come from you and me. And what happens when government gives away free stuff? What happens? It increases inflation. So this $300 billion adds more to our debt and more to our amount that we owe the government now. And it's all free. It's been given away. And it increases inflation. Every time government gives away money, it increases inflation. We have a bad government. They don't understand economies. They don't understand business. They don't understand anything that how what they do in Congress or what they do in the White House affects the American people, and they don't care because all they are after is your vote. That's all it is. Vote. They want to stay in power. They want to keep this legacy going of tax and spend. We really, honest to God, we've got a bunch of idiots in Congress at the moment. We've got an idiot that's sitting in the White House. I have liked Joe Biden. He has amused me for years and years and years. I have been around as long as he has. Or maybe it's just because of what's happening, he's making me feel that I've been around as long as he has. $300 billion. Put that in your mind and say it over again. $300 billion. Now I owe the government and I gotta pay for all this dumbness. Gosh, I tell you, some mornings I wake up and I read the news of what's going to happen. And I read what politicians are saying. And these politicians, I read one congresswoman this morning said, this is going to be life-saving. How is it going to be life-saving for the remainder of the American people when we have to foot $300 billion? How is that life-saving? How is that a benefit to the American people? Why don't you say to yourself, okay, listen, I went to school. I wanted to go to that school. I wanted to get that education. I signed on the dotted line for a school loan. It's my responsibility. Say it with me. It's my responsibility. When I went to college, it was my responsibility, and I took responsibility and got it all done. Not a dime left in school debt. But yet the Democrats say, oh, everybody deserves an education, so go to school because you can get a student loan. If you're low income, you can get a student loan. If you're middle income, you can get a student loan. All of you can get student loans. There it is. It's all for you. Come and get it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take that student loan and we are going to forgive it. And the American people are going to pay for it. And they're going to be so happy. No, we're not happy. We are pissed. This is not the right thing to do. We have a nation out of control in debt. Consumer spending debt is the highest it has ever been. It's $1.13 trillion because Americans can't make ends meet at the moment. We have got electrical bills going up through it's gone up 15%. 15% is a tremendous increase, and it's going to go up even more once we hit these fall, summer, winter months, The heating bills are going to become so expensive. People are going to have to decide whether and how long they're going to run their heat because the cost is so exorbitant. We have got home mortgages just about ready to go into foreclosure. They're in post-foreclosure now. They're going to go into full foreclosure soon. We have got cars being repoed. We have got people trying to work 2 and 3 jobs. That's why the employment numbers are so good, because people have had to go out and get a second job, a third job, to be able to meet their monthly obligations. And now we throw another $300 billion onto it, and we are supposed to be stupid Americans and just sit back and take it. Are we that weak? Have we become that stupid? That we think that free stuff is good? It's not good. It increases inflation. It increases the debt to Americans that we have to pay for all of these shoddy people who took out loans and now don't want to pay for them. Honest to God, if I ever was in the position that I was going to hire people and I knew that individual was not going to pay their student debt and it was forgiven, I wouldn't hire them because they're not going to be faithful to me. If they're not going to be faithful to the debt and take care of it and get it down and pay it off, then they're not going to be faithful to me as an employer. That's just how it works. There's no ethics. I don't want anybody in my company that doesn't have an ethical bone in their body that when they sign on the loan, they pay it. I have had to pay for all of my loans and I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of paying for everybody else's loans. I am sick and tired of paying for everybody else's debt. If you look at what Biden did yesterday, he signed... I tell you, the more and more I think about this, I get the biggest headache. It's because Biden gave another $3 billion to Ukraine. What the hell are we doing in Ukraine? Why do we keep funding this corrupt country? Why do we keep giving... Who gave Biden the checkbook? Take that checkbook away from him because he's an absolute idiot with it. He has no idea what he's doing. He has no idea that the decisions that he is making is affecting every single American's here. $300 billion, inflation goes up. Free money during the pandemic, inflation goes up. Everything that he does, the Inflation Reduction Bill, inflation goes up because of all of the tax and spend. Every single thing that they do, they are creating a bigger problem for the American people, and we are allowing them to do it. And not one single one of you are out there stomping your feet in front of the White House saying, "Stop it! Stop this spending! Go over to Congress and start stomping your feet." Start stomping your feet by sending them emails and texts, whatever, letters, whatever you have to do to get the message to them to stop this stupid spending. This is out of control. $3 billion to Ukraine. $300 billion of forgiveness of student loans. Money being thrown this way. Money being thrown that way. Inflation Reduction Act throwing money out the window. We have a problem, Americans. And the problem is we are not being loud enough. We are not expressing our anger enough at these politicians. We are not telling them either change your ways or you're not going to be there very much longer. The Democrats are saying, oh, we're going to win the House. We're going to take it back. Because they think that everybody's mad because they lost their abortions, which is a complete lie. They haven't lost their abortions. But that's what they're spreading at the moment. They are spreading the word that says every American is mad because they lost their abortions, when the fact is, and if you're a member of Congress listening to this right now, the fact is that Americans are upset with you because you keep spending our money. You keep raising the debt. You keep raising taxes. You keep attacking small business. You keep attacking religion. You keep attacking parents' rights to determine what is learned in schools. You keep attacking. Because your hate is so great for the way that America has been, for the way that our freedoms are protected, for the way that Americans are able to make and spend money. You hate that so much that now you hate Americans completely. If you look at Eric Swalwell and all of his, by the way, he's a representative that represents California, who, by the way, had an affair with a Chinese spy, never brought in for sanctions in Congress for ethics issues. Gosh darn, I tell you, I could go on and on and on and on in my anger, and I'm sure that as you guys sit around the kitchen table, that you're expressing your anger too. And this $300 billion forgiveness plan is probably just enough to say, okay, this is enough. This is enough. This is not what America is all about. America is about going out and getting an education, creating a family, contributing to your community, supporting your country, paying your taxes correctly, doing what is right for America. That's what America is all about. Being volunteers to help other people. That's what America is all about. This isn't about giving free stuff away. This is about America working hard and deserving a better life. But the Democrats seem to feel that they have to give everything away because they've got to regain control of the Congress. They can't lose control of the Congress. So they're giving all this stuff away. And what does it do? It just does more harm to our country and to you and me. I'm very sad about this. I truly am. I'm very upset. And the more and more I speak about it, I feel as though that I'm not getting anything done. But the only way that we can do it is in November when we go to vote. We have got to vote these people out. If they've voted for spending, if they're for free loans to get rid of all these loans, we've got to do something about these people. They've got to go. It is time for them to go. I love America, and I love each and every single one of you out there because I know that you're struggling. I know that you're trying to make it every single day. Listen, my heart and my prayers are with you. Every single day I pray for you. Let's get out there and tell these members of Congress enough is enough. Tell the president enough is enough. If you want to have more access to me, you can go to www.lodge.co.com. Again, that's www.lodge.co.com. If you want to have a 30-minute free consultation on mediation or business advisory, I'm there for you. Let's do it. Talk with you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.